In 2025, grocery prices have surged a staggering 28% over just the past 5 years. Yet surprisingly, the average American household wastes nearly one-third of the food they purchase. While Trump's new tariffs are projected to add another 10 to 20% to food costs, this unprecedented pressure on our wallets has created a hidden opportunity. By implementing the strategic shifts I'm about to share, you can not only offset these rising costs, but actually reduce your grocery bill spending by up to 40% without sacrificing quality or variety. I've tested these methods personally, transforming a $1,000 monthly grocery bill into just $600 while actually eating better than before. The grocery landscape in 2025 has become increasingly challenging for American households. With inflation, supply chain disruptions, and new tariff policies, food costs are climbing at rates we haven't seen in decades. According to Yale's Budget Lab, the latest round of import tariffs alone could cost the average American household an additional $4,700 annually. These aren't just statistics, they're profoundly affecting how we feed our families. Specialty items like olive oil that once cost $20 are now approaching $24, with similar increases rippling through both imported and domestic products. These pressures are squeezing budgets across all income levels, making it essential to adopt a completely different approach to grocery shopping. Strategy 1. Strategic store selection, your first line of defense. Before diving into specific shopping tactics, the single most impactful decision affecting your grocery bill is where you shop. The price difference between conventional supermarkets and discount grocers can be astonishing, often 25 to 40% on identical items. Stores like Aldi, Lidl, and regional discounters like Market Basket operate on fundamentally different business models with streamlined operations and limited SKUs that allow for dramatically lower prices. Many shoppers mistakenly believe that lower prices mean lower quality, but blind taste tests consistently show minimal differences between premium and discount store products. Beyond mainstream discounters, explore restaurant supply stores that are increasingly open to the public. These establishments offer bulk pricing without requiring membership fees, particularly for pantry staples, meat, and dairy products. A simple Google search for restaurant supply stores near me can unlock substantial savings opportunities that most consumers overlook. Don't discount the power of this simple change. Switching stores alone could save a family of four between $200 to $400 monthly, depending on your current shopping habits. One study by Consumer Reports found a price difference of up to 33% between the most expensive and least expensive grocery chains on identical shopping lists. Strategy 2. Inventory management, the foundation of food savings. The most powerful savings tool isn't a coupon app or sales flyer. It's actually what happens inside your home before you even create a shopping list. Proper inventory management is the foundation of significant grocery savings, yet it's commonly overlooked. Start by implementing a weekly refrigerator clean-out ritual. Every Sunday, take 15 minutes to assess what's inside, rearranging items so nothing gets lost in the back. This simple habit reduces food waste dramatically by keeping perishables visible and top of mind. For items approaching their use-by date, immediately incorporate them into your meal plan or freeze them for future use. Create a designated Eat First section in your refrigerator for items that need to be consumed quickly. This visual cue helps ensure nothing goes to waste. Remember that the average American household discards approximately 30% of the food they purchase, essentially throwing away nearly one-third of their grocery budget. For pantry management, invest in a few clear containers for frequently used items like rice, pasta, and cereal. This allows you to visually track supply levels without having to open numerous packages. More importantly, establish an organized system where similar items are grouped together, preventing duplicate purchases and allowing you to shop from your own supplies first. By implementing proper inventory management, the average household can immediately reduce their grocery spending by 15 to 20% without any other changes, simply by utilizing what they already have and preventing unnecessary waste. Strategy 3. Meal Planning Revolution, the $400 monthly savings. Meal planning isn't a new concept, but the methodology I'm sharing transforms it from a chore into a powerful financial tool. The key difference is approaching meal planning from a resource optimization perspective rather than a preference-first mindset. Begin by shopping your house. Review your refrigerator, freezer, and pantry inventory before planning any meals. Build your week's menu around ingredients you already have, particularly those that need to be used soon. This reverses the traditional approach of choosing recipes then shopping for ingredients. Next, implement the foundation meal approach. Identify 2 to 3 base ingredients that can be repurposed across multiple meals. For example, roasting a whole chicken provides protein for several dishes, sandwiches, salads, pasta, and eventually soup from the bones. This maximizes both your time and ingredient investment. Create a balanced meal plan that includes both enthusiasm meals and efficiency meals. Enthusiasm meals are more complex dishes that keep you excited about home cooking, while efficiency meals are simple, quick preparations for busy evenings. This balance is crucial for sustainability. Without it, temptation for takeout becomes overwhelming during hectic weeknights. Dedicate a specific time each week, ideally before your shopping trip, to plan the upcoming week's meals. Write down exactly what you'll need and stick religiously to this list. Studies show that shoppers who use a pre-planned list spend 23% less on average than those who shop without one. For a family of 4, previously spending $1,000 monthly on groceries, implementing this strategic meal planning approach typically reduces the bill by $250 to $400 per month, all while reducing stress around what's for dinner decisions. Strategy 4. Strategic purchasing, maximizing value per dollar. Once you've established your inventory system and meal plan, it's time to revolutionize how you actually purchase food. The goal isn't simply finding the lowest prices, but maximizing the value received per dollar spent. First, become intimately familiar with unit pricing. Train yourself to ignore package size and focus solely on the cost per unit. Ounce, pound, count. This reveals surprising truths. Often the bulk size isn't actually the best value, and store brands frequently offer identical ingredients at 30 to 40% lower unit prices. Implement the bottom shelf rule when shopping. Grocery stores aren't organized randomly. They're carefully engineered profit machines. Premium products with higher profit margins are placed at eye level, while better values are often relegated to the bottom shelves. Simply adjusting your gaze downward can yield substantial savings. For produce, adopt a seasonal first approach. Fruits and vegetables purchased in season are not only less expensive, but also more nutritious and flavorful. Create a simple seasonal produce chart for your region and prioritize these items in your meal planning. When produce is at peak season, consider buying extra to freeze for future use. For meat purchases, typically the largest component of grocery budgets, investigate purchasing in bulk directly from local producers. Many farmers offer quarter or half animals at significantly reduced per-pound prices compared to retail cuts. While the upfront investment is larger, the per-meal cost is substantially lower. Implement the one specialty item rule per shopping trip. Rather than eliminating premium products entirely, limit yourself to one special purchase per trip. This creates a sustainable approach that doesn't feel deprived while still maintaining budget discipline. By mastering strategic purchasing, you'll typically reduce your remaining grocery bill by another 15 to 20%, compounding the savings achieved through previous strategies. Strategy 5. Local sourcing, quality and savings beyond the supermarket. In 2025's high-tariff environment, locally produced foods have gained a significant price advantage over imported alternatives. Beyond the economic benefits, local sourcing provides superior freshness, reduces environmental impact, and strengthens community connections. Explore community-supported agriculture (CSA) programs in your area, where you pay local farmers directly for weekly produce deliveries. The average CSA membership costs $25 to $40 weekly, but provides $40 to $70 worth of retail equivalent produce. This arrangement benefits both parties. Farmers receive guaranteed income, while you receive ultra-fresh produce at below-market prices. Farmers markets, once considered premium shopping venues, have become increasingly competitive with conventional grocery pricing for in-season produce. The key is building relationship with vendors and shopping during the final hour when many offer discounts to avoid taking inventory home. For animal products, sourcing directly from local farms can yield surprising savings. Eggs from local producers typically cost $5 to $6 per dozen versus $4 to $5 for conventional, but contain significantly more nutrition and flavor, representing superior value. Similarly, direct purchased meat, while higher in upfront cost, provides better quality protein at better overall value. Even modest home food production delivers outsized returns. A simple herb garden in a windowsill saves $5 to $10 weekly on fresh herbs that would otherwise be purchased and partially wasted. Expanding to a few containers of high-value crops like tomatoes, lettuce, and peppers can yield $300 to $500 in annual savings for minimal investment. By incorporating local sourcing for even 20 to 30% of your food purchases, you'll not only experience better quality, but typically save an additional 5 to 10% on overall food costs while building valuable community connections. Strategy 6. Preventing food waste. Turning trash into cash. Americans throw away approximately 30% of the food they purchase, effectively discarding nearly 1/3 of their grocery budget. Systematically addressing food waste represents one of the largest potential savings opportunities. Implement a weekly inventory clean-out cooking session where you transform ingredients nearing the end of their life into new meals. This might involve turning wilting vegetables into soup, aging bread into croutons or bread pudding, or overripe fruit into smoothies or baked goods. Master proper food storage techniques to extend shelf life. Simple adjustments like storing herbs in water like flowers, keeping mushrooms in paper bags rather than plastic, and using specialized produce containers can double or triple the useful life of perishables. Become strategic with leftovers by deliberately cooking larger quantities of base ingredients that can be repurposed. For example, roasted vegetables can become soup, salad toppings, or pasta additions. Cooked rice transformed into stir-fry, rice pudding, or rice salad. This approach saves both money and time. Establishing a freezer inventory system to ensure frozen foods don't become lost and forgotten. A simple whiteboard listing contents and dates helps maintain visibility and encourages utilization of frozen assets before they deteriorate. For items that still can't be used before spoiling, explore preservation methods like simple pickling, freezing, or dehydrating. These techniques require minimal equipment but can salvage significant ingredients that would otherwise be lost. The 40% Solution, your personalized implementation plan. We've covered 6 powerful strategies that collectively can reduce your grocery spending by up to 40% without sacrificing quality. The key now is implementing these approaches in a systematic, sustainable way that works for your specific situation. Start with a 2-week baseline period where you track your current spending without making changes. This establishes your true starting point and helps identify your largest opportunity areas. Different households leak grocery dollars in different ways, some through food waste, others through store choice, still others through unplanned purchasing. Next, implement changes sequentially rather than simultaneously. Begin with store selection and inventory management as your foundation. Then add one new strategy every 1 to 2 weeks. This gradual approach builds sustainable habits rather than creating overwhelming change that proves temporary. Create simple systems that reduce friction. For example, establish a dedicated time for meal planning. Place a whiteboard on your refrigerator for tracking perishables, or set up a specific area for items that need to be used quickly. These environmental adjustments make maintaining your new approach significantly easier. Track your results both financially and qualitatively. Beyond the monetary savings, note improvements in meal satisfaction, reduced stress around meal decisions, and decreased food waste. These non-financial benefits often prove as valuable as the direct savings. Remember that perfect is the enemy of good. Even implementing 50% of these strategies will yield significant results. The goal isn't flawless execution, but meaningful, sustainable improvement that builds over time. Which of these strategies resonated most strongly with you? Share your experiences in the comments below. And if you found value in this breakdown, please consider subscribing for more practical, actionable content on managing your finances in today's challenging economic landscape.